What's good, YouTube? Boy, Big Boy, man. Back with another video, man. Before I get into my discussion, man, like, subscribe. To everybody, man, that subscribed to the channel. Appreciate everybody subscribing to me, man. Watching my videos. Having to give a shit. It's cool. If you don't, still cool. But I appreciate everybody that do. Everybody that has subscribed and watched. Today, man, I'm here. I didn't go to Mount Juliet this time, man. Came and did a little short run. This actually my second load, so I did that today. Pretty much a second. Two little trips, two short trips, so it wasn't bad. Can't really complain about them. Still the week was kind of, I was kind of expecting that Mount Juliet run, but like tomorrow, man, I go to Alabaster, so it's gonna be a nice little run. I got to get up pretty early though, so I'm gonna get up kind of early, man, and shoot down there, and hopefully I can make it back early, man, at least before all the traffic and stuff hits. But this run right here, man, I've been over to this place with a previous company, so but this is my first time coming around the backside of the building. I actually been here. I always drop off at the front, and because I was always picking up a load. I was always bringing the empty, picking up a load, heading out. So by the time then I was working at night, so it was it was a little different. So actually being over here in the daytime is kind of I never been on this backside of the building, so but it's the same. But nice little spot, man, or whatever, and I couldn't complain about it. Short run. Sometimes you need a short run, man, to kind of rejuvenate, get back on it, and get ready for the next day. But even though it's a short run, man, is a lot of the short runs take toll on you, man. Take toll on your body or whatever case, because you're constantly getting in and out the truck. And it normally takes you all day. It's supposed to be a short run, man. And you normally supposed to be done. It's 2 o'clock, man. I'm still out, man. So, it's like a normal day, you know what I mean? So, but either way, man, it's all good. I didn't really have to drive far. It's just the fact that they live unload. Now, they have been dropping hooks. Been perfect. I could have, did it and left, you know what I mean? So, but because it's, live unloads and stuff like that, man, it take a little time. So, but like I say, man, I'm not far, not far from the house. I'm not far from the yard. So, good thing about it, I can just ball to home, man. So, I just, drop the trailer and just head straight home. I don't really have to go back to the yard for anything. So, that's a good thing for me. So, I don't really have to, deal with all the traffic trying to go back through the yard and all that kind of stuff, man. So, I'm gonna actually get to go home, man, and get to work out like I want to. So, get to do that, man. Give me a little pre-workout in, and like I say, just get to the workout. And I said in the previous video, man, I'm trying to get down to at least 260. But I'm probably gonna shoot for lower, to go lower weight. So it'll probably be like 240, 245 or something like that. I may try to get down to. Like I say, I always try to go and hit the treadmill. Since I got it's a little spot where I live, they got a little workout room, so I may go in there and just really mainly hit some shoulders in there. So it's gonna kind of be a shoulder day. And tomorrow, man, I might get into doing back and stuff like that. So because I can't really do back in there, so they don't really have the two, the equipment that I need to really do back, hit back like I want to. So probably do a little arm and shoulders, and finish it off with some push-ups, and kind of call it fair. But like I said, man, they got some nice sized dumbbells to give me some good reps in. That's all I really want to do. But like I said, man, I'm switching gears and stuff like that, man. I'm putting more of the fitness thing on here. Like I said, I actually went live yesterday and did some things. So more likely I probably just go live and do my workouts and stuff like that, man. I'm able to kind of be in there, you know, kind of be to myself, and that's kind of where I want to be. You know, got a few things on my mind or whatever, so I'll be able to go in there, man, and just kind of work it out and get it all out. You know what I mean? Get all the, you know, the tension and the stress out the way, man. So I'll be able to hit that today. So hopefully, you know, no one is in there, you know, by the evening time or whatever, man. So I kind of like to go in there then and jump on a treadmill. They got a bike also, so I like to go in there and get on the treadmill, man, get a nice little sweat, and then, you know, head straight into my workout. So, but you know, other than that, man, it's cool. And kind of want to speak on this leasing and, you know, owner operator thing too. You know, not everybody can lease. Not everybody can be owner operators. Nobody can, you know, not everybody can do that, man. So it's not for everybody. They're just like going to college. It's not for everybody, man. So if people looking to lease or they looking to buy their own trucks and stuff like that, man, I recommend buy your own truck. You know what I mean? That way you don't have no overhead. You know, but if you know you're leasing your truck, man, you just kind of, you got to manage it. So leasing is not bad, man. It depends on the company. So if the company is you know, where you are, man, and they give you good runs and they keeping you rolling, you know, stuff like that, you can stay on top of things while you're leasing the truck. So, you know, you can definitely do that. If you are, you know, buying your truck, you know, if you bought your truck or whatever, then you're in a good position because you can, you know, or if you're buying it from, let's say you finance a truck through your bank or somewhere else where you're paying about a month, then you can see, you kind of see your money a little better. But if you you know, you're leasing through a company and stuff like that, man, you're paying every week, you know, it's tough, but you can manage it. I say you just have to roll, and you have to be willing to roll to get, you know, get different things in and stuff like that. So it's cool to do, but you just got to stay on top of it. If you don't stay on top of it, man, you won't be able to, you know, it's like staying on top of bills or whatever case. So you won't be able to handle it. I think you got to, you know, put yourself on a budget. You know, you got to put yourself on a budget with stuff. You know, you just can't go out and splurge, man, because you get a nice check or you get this and that. You got to continue to build on the check. So that's what it's really all about. So like I said, if you get a nice, you know, 1,100, 13, 12, you know, whatever, you know, get that amount of money in for that week, you want your next week to be the same. Well, you know what I mean, you want the previous week you worked, after that, you want that to be the same. So, or you want that next week, so when you roll into that next one, it's the same too. So, you know, like I say, man, at least you're not going to get like that every time, but out of a month, you probably can get it at least 2 or 3 times, you know, get some good checks. It depends on the runs that you take, the runs that you accept. So you'll be able to do that. If not, you know, you're going to stay behind, man. You're going to drop down or whatever. So, you know, the shit gets frustrating, man, when you don't, you know, when you can't stay on top of it or you don't stay on top of it. So it's better, you know, for me, as far as leasing go, man, right now is you know, cool. Been doing it for a while now. You know, I got a handle on it. At first, you know, it was a little trial and everything. I had to figure out how to do this, how to manage this, how to manage this, you know what I'm saying, manage that. So I figured out how to manage the actual money. So I was like, man, okay, I got to stay on top of this because I got this coming, I got that coming. So I had to manage that, man. So I started managing the runs, you know, what type of runs I need to get this type of money, or I need to, you know, I had to run a certain way to get certain amount that I wanted to get. So I was able to kind of figure that out, and now I'm back on it. You know what I mean? So I was able to do that. But let's say if you're a person that's just running, you're just running just to be and for the sake of doing it, and then the weekend got nothing, be like, oh man, I ain't making no money this month. Like, I ain't fuck leasing and all that kind of shit. I've seen people do it. I've heard it. I heard the stories. I've talked to people that have done it. It didn't work out so well for them, and they just stopped doing it altogether. So I have ran across those people, man. I ran across those guys that have done that. But for me, you know what I mean, it's been cool. I have my little setbacks and have bad weeks, you know what I mean? Because in trucking, you're gonna have those. You're gonna have the bad weeks. You're gonna have the good ones. You're gonna have the real good ones. So, and I'd had them all. You know what I mean? I'd had the bad ones and and the good weeks. So, but my thing is, man, as far as on company driving, I don't really think I can go back to that unless I was just forced to go do that. Then it will only be like probably one company I probably would go to and do it, because I already know the ins and outs and how they operate and what's the pay and everything on it. So I will go back to them. But if if I can help it and not go back, I try to go get my own truck, or I buy my truck from somewhere else where I can finance it and or go to my bank and different things like that. I try every little avenue before I go back to doing company. So with that, what I mean, that's that for me as far as leasing and buying, or whatever, that's the difference for me. Because buying, like I say, you're being a lot more control of what you can do and how you can spend and the money you can make. Whereas leasing, you got to be in control too, but you got to be like extra careful, how you spend. So you really got to watch how you spend. You got to, and you got to determine what kind of money you want to bring in. So that's as far as just leasing go, because you can sneak up on you, man. You can be in the negative like that, So, but versus buying, you paying your truck, by you're paying like a monthly note on your truck. It's different. You can kind of feel your way through it, and man, you can get that. You can get more stuff because you're paying monthly, and so now you can see your money a lot better, than what you can when you're paying weekly on your truck. So, and some companies charge, man, I know $800 a week, man. I know some guys at KLLM, man. I mean, good school, good place. Nothing bad to say about it. As far as the school, I never, did any kind of work for them as far as doing refrigerated, doing the reefer loads and stuff like that. But some of the guys' trucks, man, like $150,000 trucks, and they're paying $8+ a week. You know what I mean? They're just, in order for you to see a good check, man, you got to make beyond 8. You know what I mean? Like you got to make more than 8 something. So that's the deal with that part. You have to make more than $800 because the $800 is your truck note. You know what I mean? Like, that's your truck note, bro. That's not even the insurance or anything like that. That's just the regular truck note. So after it's all said and done, man, you probably paying, anywhere from $900 to almost $1,000 a week for the truck, because insurance is going to be $100 and some dollars a week. Your escrow and shit like that. So, man, you're looking at about $9 something to pay every week, man, if you are, doing the regional or whatever they want to call the stuff or whatever. So when I saw it, man, I'm like, man, these cats are paying way too much, man. I'm talking about, I understand, like I said, they give you a brand new shiny truck, man. They give you, 2020 and 2019 with all the bells and whistles. Now it sounds good, but you have to do some real, hellified running to to even clear a good check. So, that's after paying everything, stuff like that, man. Let alone if you got other stuff to pay, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But you got to do, like hella running to get that kind of money. So, I my hat off to people that do it, not knocking. Everybody got their own preference, how they want to work and who they want to work for, and, stuff like that. But me, I personally, man, I ain't, nah, you know what I mean? It's just, that just, you can't really get anything. You're not going to really see any money. You're not going to really see any real money for yourself, especially if you're a person that got, habits, or you like doing certain things, or you got certain hobbies you like, or whatever. But, let alone, man, just trying to get all that and do all that, man. But it just, I can't do that, man. Like I said, I've seen some guys do that, pay that type of money. So my hat off to them. They paying that kind of money for that kind of thing. But I just can't do that, man. So for me, leasing is working. It works out for me. So I can't really complain. Like I say, if the bad weeks, it's not because I'm having a bad week. It may be just how the loads fall. Sometimes you don't get the right loads, and sometimes you do, man. They kind of, like I say, you got to watch dispatchers and how they do things. So that's why I say you got to stay on top of a lot of stuff. So like I say, you basically your own, you're basically your own person, man. You're basically your own boss. You determine your loads, how you want to run them. The loads you want to run, or loads you want to get. Sometimes you might want to get certain runs, you may not get them. You might have the same people battling for the same runs. Because they know those are the money runs. This is what's going to get me this amount of money. If I run this, I'm going to get this. So you have everybody running, battling for that load, for that run, and everybody's not going to get it. You might be fortunate enough to get it, or somebody else might be fortunate enough to get it, and it's going to determine whether they got a good week or not. But to get those runs, man, you got to get at least 2 or 3, or get another one that's kind of similar or equal, to that run that you're running. So, leasing, man, you just got to stay on top of it. But like I say, if you're buying, if you paying monthly, I should say that if you're paying by the month, and if you're going through your bank or some other finance company or something like that, and they charge you by the month, then you can see your money better. So. But like I say, it still all depends on you, man. So just because you're paying by the month, you still got to, put yourself on budget. You still got to know what you're going to spend. You might make a little bit more because you don't have all the, the little problems. You don't have to pay your shit every week, or, but you still got to put money to the side. So it's almost like you're paying yourself every week. So you still got to put money to the side to save for, rainy days, or just to have money in your bank, just to have some kind of stuff in your savings or whatever. So, you got to be able to do that, man. You still got to put yourself on budget. You still got to handle yourself in a different, in a certain way. So, for me, man, I look at that, man, and I sit around, like I say, a lot of stuff for me, man, is like trial and error. So, I learned through trial and error and how to get certain stuff, and how to make certain amount, or whatever. So it took some figuring out. I talked to people. I got, different. I got advice from different folks. Different people that been driving for a while. And, they, kind of put their little, they put their 2 cents in, and I just added my 2 cents, and and I just, flipped it and did it, how I wanted to. And so, here we are today. You know what I mean? So. I enjoy it, man. Like I said, I can't go back to the 9 to 5. Done it for years. I just can't go back to it, man. It's just nothing I can go back to and make it. Especially not this day and age. And basically, like, it depends on where you live. The town you live in, where you live, where and stuff like that. So just can't live it like, can't go and do the same thing, man. Can't live like that. So I can't go back to the 9 to 5. But this is a way where I can take care of my kids, you know what I'm saying? I can leave them something. I can, you know, keep them ahead of the game, have them ahead of the curve, and teach them what I know and what I've been through and stuff like that. So, you know, now when they get my age, or when they get, you know, 25, 26 years old, and they start making decisions on doing certain stuff, certain jobs and stuff like that, man, certain careers that they want to go in, you know, direction they want to go in. So I want to have them, you know, prepared and ready, you know, for that, man. So I take pride in that, you know, by having, you know, showing them the way, especially my son. You know, I want to, you know, really show him the way, man, and whatever, because like I said, I had nobody telling me about how credit goes and, you know, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So I didn't have that, you know, didn't have nobody telling me that. Didn't have nobody in my ear speaking that kind of, you know, speaking those facts to me. So, you know, that being said, you know, I tell them all the time, have a talk with them most of the time, and I had to talk with my daughter the same way. You know, my other daughter, you know, she had a baby, and she had a second child. She got a little girl. You know, proud of that, man. She graduated also from college, man. So, you know, I was proud to be there for that moment. So that, you know, she's doing good, man. She's grown. She's standing on her own too, and now she's, you know, she's doing her thing. You know, so proud of her for that, and I want, you know, my other daughter to do the same thing. I want my son to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Don't ask for handouts and stuff like that. So that's how I want to do that, man. But that's my take on leasing, man, and all that. I got a little sidetracked, man, or whatever, but that's my take on the leasing part, and as far as buying and leasing and whatever. That's my take on it. Me, like I say, I'm just doing what benefits me. Like I say, man, I always say, a guy told me, you know, you got to work the money, don't let it work you. You know, you got to work the job, don't let the job work you. So, and that's how I've been doing it, man. So I just got a, you know, better understanding, better knowledge on it, you know, just listening and just talking to, you know, different people, man, seeing where, you know, the mistakes are, and what not to do and what should I do. So I kind of got that down pat, man. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. I still talk to people that's been in the game for a while, and you know, and I kind of sit back and observe too. You know what I mean? I observe people and look. So I enjoy it, man. You know what I mean? I enjoy, you know, constantly learning about different stuff. So I enjoy that, man. So that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And just pass on what I know to somebody else, you know, man. So that being said, man, like, subscribe, man, comment. You know, like I said, thanks for the people that subscribe to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you for watching. Hope to get more and more supporters, man. Get the channel growing. But like I said, man, I got something coming up this weekend. So hopefully that goes through. You know, with the plan that I have. So hopefully that, you know, that pans out, and you know, I have some footage on that too. So I will be vlogging on that. So stay tuned for that one. I don't know if I might do a live, or I might just record and just edit and, you know, do it later. But I'm definitely gonna get some footage of it if, you know, everything goes right. So hopefully it doesn't rain and stuff like that, man. So we have nice weather. Get out there and do that, man. So hopefully everything goes as planned. So, but that being said, man, like, subscribe, man, hit the like button. You know, keep, you know, tell everybody, you know, to subscribe to my channel, man. Chan's Big T Ward, man. If anybody know me, people back home call me Bunny. People I've known over years, they call me Big Ward or Big T. So I go by the name Big T, man. So because a lot of people see me and that's what they say. My first name is Terrence, so they say, hey, Big T, instead of saying the whole thing, hey, Big T, or they know my last name, people call me Big Ward or whatever. So go by that, man. But people that I grew up with from, you know, from kindergarten and stuff on up, man, they know me as Bunny. But subscribe to my channel, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on IG, man. It's at Big T Ward 80. Follow me on that, man. Follow me on Facebook at Terrence Ward. But that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead on and let them. Hope they finish unloading me. I can go ahead, man, and get this paperwork, and I can go drop this empty off. Right down the road. It's not far down the road, man. I can head home. Man. I can go head on and get my mind right, get ready to get in the gym, man, and blow off some steam. So that's my plan for when I get off, man. And tomorrow I got to hit it real early, super early in the morning. So I'm trying to go in and, man, and just go at it, give me a good, hard, nice workout so I can go to sleep. And that way I can wake up, man, and be ready to go, the next morning. So, tomorrow's Friday, so, man, hopefully I can just go ahead on, pull that run off and come on back in, man. So, but that being said, man, like, subscribe, comment, man, and go out, man.